Okay, I know that it's late. I just made a video talking about how important it is to focus on those creators, those journalists, those voices that are providing us a measure of hope. But more than that, they are standing up and being courageous so that we can draw courage from them. More than that, it's not just what they are doing that inspires us, it's also that they are providing solutions. They are providing actionable steps that we can take. They are empowering us, equipping us as members of the resistance. Also, big shout out to my mutuals, Kendall and Note Brigade, for talking about this issue. How important it is to lean into those folks that are empowering us. And I want to actually reference someone who is a significant source of hope and empowerment for me and has been for years. And that's Marc Elias of Democracy Docket. Not only has Marc and his law firm been standing up against the Trump regime for years and has been fighting on a state and federal level against authoritarian creep, but he is just so level-headed and factual as the Trump regime attacks him. I mean, Donald Trump has called him out, targeted him by name. And Marc is like, no, I'm not backing down. Not only is his law firm so successful in the courts, but also his website, democracydocket.com, has loads of actionable things that we can draw from and also loads of encouraging things. Marc, for me, is that really good balance of sharing concerns factually. He's not going to try and sugarcoat it, but he's also not going to try and scare you shitless. And he's also going to be like, these are really bad things that they're trying to do. Okay, this is how we're going to stop them. They really want to try this nasty, cruel thing over here. Okay, well, that means we don't freak out about it. We need to get busy planning on how to stop them. So one, I would highly recommend that you follow Marc Elias on BlueSky, and two, that you subscribe to Democracy Docket. But I want to share a little bit with you from a piece that they had the other day. It's called, "We Have More Power Than Trump Wants Us to Believe. Here's What You Can Do." So perfect. This is exactly the kind of article I think we need lots more of. So this piece is by Marc Elias. It's dated May 8th, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to quote from parts of it. "In truth, Trump is quite weak and afraid. His greatest weakness is elections. He fears their outcome. That's why he issued an illegal and unconstitutional executive order to try to seize control of them. There are things every one of us can do in our daily lives to help ensure free and fair elections, and in doing so, limit Trump's power. Some actions are small, so small that you might dismiss them as unimportant. But don't. Every important journey begins with a single step, and the first is no less important than the last. It's also true that some actions are much bigger, so big you might doubt your ability to achieve them. Don't give up before you start. Have faith that you can accomplish great things if you set your mind to it. I don't pretend to have all the answers or a comprehensive list of every way we can defend our elections or our democracy. Like you, I'm just one person doing my best to navigate a dangerous time in our country's history. Yes, I'm a lawyer, but right now my most important role is that of an active citizen." Marc then goes on to talk about what everyday people can do to protect elections and defend democracy. Number one, educate yourself. Elections can be complicated. The rules can vary from state to state and sometimes even from county to county. The rules also change frequently due to new laws, policies, or court rulings. My recommendation is that you spend time each month learning what's happening with voting laws in your state. Number two, share what you've learned. Once you've figured out what's going on, share that information with your networks. It might feel awkward to bring up voter suppression or changes in election laws when we're not in the middle of a major election. But local elections happen in off years. There's one going on in Portland right now. And special elections are more common than you think. Now is the perfect time to start the conversation about voting. Number three, run for something. I told you some of these would be big steps, and this is one of them. But that doesn't mean it's too big of a step to take. Look around, and you'll see many local elected positions that need good, qualified people. These could be town or county roles. Some of them could even be directly related to elections, like election judges or county clerks. A great place to start is the organization called Run for Something. Number four, volunteer for a campaign. Not ready to be a candidate? Volunteer for a campaign or for your local party committee. Every campaign needs volunteers, and there's no better way to help support free and fair elections than by working for a pro-democracy candidate. Number five, join or support pro-democracy organizations. Is partisan politics not for you? There are numerous nonprofits and grassroots orgs working every day to protect voting rights and to ensure free and fair elections. Supporting these groups with your time and resources helps these groups do their work. Number 6, become a trained poll worker. Many counties face a shortage of poll workers, especially during election season. Being a poll worker requires dedication, attention to detail, and willingness to be trained. It's a meaningful way to serve your community and to protect the integrity of the voting process. Number 7, engage your elected officials. This is something I'm always encouraging people to do. Call and write your elected officials at the federal, state, and local levels. Tell them that protecting voting rights and ensuring free and fair elections are your top priorities. Even better, show up at public meetings. Ask them directly what they're doing to combat voter suppression. See when your state rep has their constituent coffee or their pizza hour. Go and meet with them, talk with them face to face. Go to your congressperson's website and see when their next town hall is, or message their aides, email or call their aides and ask for a meeting with them. Be informed about pending legislation and urge your electeds to support pro-democracy initiatives. This applies no matter who represents you, Democrat or Republican. Constituent pressure always matters. Do not let anybody tell you otherwise. Vote in every election. Yes, everyone. That means local elections, primary elections, and special elections. Become a super voter. The more you vote, the more informed and engaged you become. You'll also be better positioned to notice and report problems, like changes to polling locations or voter equipment that could impact turnout or accessibility. I've often said I wish we had compulsory voting laws in the United States. A lot of other countries have them. It's our civic duty, and I think it's one that a lot of people do not take seriously. It's a right to be able to vote, but it's also in many ways a privilege that we should not take for granted. Okay, number 9, stay engaged. Trump is counting on you to give up. That's what I said in the last video. He assumes you'll take action for a few months or maybe even a year, and then you'll move on. Do not let that happen. To protect democracy, we must all stay engaged day in and day out. We can't just show up right before an election and tune out after. If we remain committed, democracy will win. Number 10, support independent pro-democracy media. I couldn't end without mentioning this. A healthy democracy depends on a well-informed public. Support independent pro-democracy media, subscribing to and supporting outlets like Democracy Docket and sharing their content online and in real life. Yeah, who are your favorite sources of media? Who are your favorite creators, independent journalists who are sharing pro-democracy content, who are helping equip you to resist Trump and to defend the rule of law? There's lots more I could mention besides Marc Elias, but he's definitely one of my favorites.